The sun is going down soon. It's like 3 p.m. in New England right now, which means that the sun's gonna set in like an hour. I've tried so hard all day to make a YouTube video, to make something worthy of watching and editing, and more than 2.5 crappy minutes. So I gotta figure out what I can do in my own house, or with my own house, in my backyard, in this hour before the sun goes down. And it's finally snowed here for the first time this winter, or 2 days into winter. So we can always make something use of snow. Now what can I do in these chairs, these benches left out in the cold? Now if you're like me, who's still just a big kid in an adult body, you know that I'm still Now, if there's one thing I've had to remind myself about filming on my own, or just filming in general, is coverage. Either I don't know how to open a simple gate, or it's frozen shut, or I don't know, but we're gonna cover our coverage somewhere else. Now I was gonna say, sometimes coverage can be hard to get, but it can be fun, but not when your camera's gonna fall over. So maybe not so fun sometimes. Coverage is exactly what it sounds like. It's basically just covering all your bases when it comes to making a shot. You know, I could just do a one shot of me spinning in a circle, but wouldn't it be so much more interesting to catch my reaction, the front side of my face, maybe the side of my face, maybe my feet, all in one concise sequence? Now for things like this, you can't get coverage because it only happens once. But what we can do is utilize what we can reuse. Now there's another key aspect which I think is really valuable, is B-roll, because there's only so many shenanigans I can do in the yard, and also only so much coverage I can get before it starts getting boring. So then you throw in that B-roll, that background roll, to make the transitions more interesting, essentially. Now one of my favorite elements of just efficient filmmaking, which I don't think gets talked about enough, is time constraints. Because people, which is not necessarily a bad thing, but it can be bad, is obsessing over each shot, each audio frame, each anything. And time constraints, in my opinion, allows you to be a little bit more creative, because you're less focused on gear, you're less focused on lighting, you're just trying to get the good performance out there. Now of course, if you're shooting a Scorsese film, this might not be the best idea. But when you're just shooting little things like this, I tend to like it. Now I'm waiting for the sun to go down, if I can find the sun, because I wanted to film out here right before it went down. And that's allowed me to be a little bit more creative. I'm less focused on angles. Well, scratch that. I'm less focused on composition size. I'm less focused on where the lighting is hitting me. I'm just trying to get a good performance out of myself and to do fun things to make the on-screen acting more intimidating and intriguing. Now I'm gonna go edit this, see what I can make out of it. If things are out of focus, so be it. The job's done. I can't do anything else now. The edit will save me. See ya. Thank you.